I believe we are live now.
I'm going to admit all of them, okay?
Please. So shall we get started? Yes. We'll go ahead and get started, Shekhar. Namaste to all of you from San Diego. Shekhar, you're able to hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Okay. Namaste to all of you from San Diego. It's wonderful to be connecting with all of you from all over during this Thanksgiving weekend. For those of you who don't live in the US, Thanksgiving holiday in the US is about giving thanks for the wonderful bounties that life offers. In San Diego, known for its beautiful weather, gorgeous landscapes, warm and sunny beaches, and lovely, friendly people, we have many, many things to be grateful for. The performing arts lovers in San Diego are certainly grateful for Indian Fine Arts Academy San Diego, an awesome organization that has been doing great service to performing arts for about 13 years now. I would like to thank every one of you sincerely for tuning in. And we are so happy to receive your appreciation notes, comments, and suggestions on the various conversations that we have organized over the past few months. Please keep them coming. My name is Revati Subramanian, and I'm one of the managing trustees of Indian Fine Arts Academy San Diego, founded back in September 2007 by the generosity of spirit of some sincere lovers of performing arts. We have organized about 230 concerts of Carnatic and Hindustani vocal and instrumental music, Bollywood music, world music, and various dance forms, including Kathak, Kuchipudi, Bharatanatyam, Odissi, Kathakali, Mohiniyattam, modern fusion dance, and so on. Also, lectums on various topics to packed to highly enthusiastic audiences here. We have had an 8-day annual music festival, music and dance festival, I should say, for the last 12 consecutive years, highly acclaimed by artists, rasikas, and even magazines. To quote Shruti magazine several years ago, when we started the music festival here, it said, "The city of San Diego has come almost out of nowhere to bag one of the top spots in the country as a flourishing Indian performing arts venue," is what they said, marveling at the annual festival. Over 1,000 artists from all over the world, including India, USA, Canada, UK, Singapore, South Africa, Malaysia, and Dubai, have performed here. And these artists tell us how Indian Fine Arts is an organization they really look forward to performing for year after year. Our annual festival is the second largest in the world, next only to the Cleveland Aradhana, and is attended by people from all over North America and also from across the globe. In addition, we stage an annual youth festival, competitively selecting young, talented artists from all over North America. Indian Fine Arts Academy is managed by a board of 19 music lovers, led very effectively by our president and secretary, Dr. Shekhar Vishwanathan, who is incredibly passionate about conducting concerts in a very classy way. We really appreciate having Dr. C.M. Venkatachalam as one of our trustees, whose love for classical arts is only matched by his zeal for organizing great events. The organization thrives with the help of hundreds of volunteers we are deeply grateful for. This year, since we cannot have in-person, concerts, the Federation of Sabas in Chennai, which includes 8 sabas, is collectively staging December programs. That includes Carnatic vocal and instrumental concerts, Bharatanatyam, Nama Sankirtanam, Lekdems, and Tamil dramas. There are several well-known artists participating, including Srimati Sudha Raghunathan, Sri Sanjay Subramaniam, Srimati Saumya, and so on, just to name a few. There are 115 events and 250 artists. Each event is 1.5 hours long. The programs will go on till March 31st. Indian Finance Academy has entered into an agreement with the Federation of Sabas to broadcast all these events for free of cost to its 2020 as well as 2021 paid subscribers. You can get to enjoy these events from your home and at your own convenience for the next 4 months. We are really delighted to bring you this news. During this COVID period, when traditional concerts attended by in-person audiences, are not possible, we at Indian Fine Arts have worked on creating lasting performing arts memories through a conversation series we started a few months ago. We have been blessed to have an incredible set of artists who have participated and shared their knowledge. Eminent artists such as Sri Neyveli Santana Gopalan, Srimati Aruna Sairam, Sri Chitravina Ravikiran, Sri Sriram Parasuram, Srimati Anuradha Sriram, Srimati Priyadarshini Govind, Dr. Padma Subramaniam, Dr. Pantula Rama, and Sri M.S.N. Murthy participated and delighted all of us. Today, we have an absolutely brilliant and one of the best Kathak artists of today, Sangeet Natak Academy winner, Srimati Geetanjali Lal, amidst us to share with us the nuances of Kathak. Foremost among the leading Kathak exponents, Srimati Geetanjali has carved a niche in the world of dance for herself. She has learned the art of Kathak under great gurus, Sushri Roshan Kumari, Pandit Gopi Krishna, Sri Mohan Rao Kalyanpurkar, and Pandit Devilal. Srimati Geetanjali is also a gifted musician trained by her father, Sri Rajnikant Desai of Agra Gharana. Performing for the last 4 decades in all the major national and international dance festivals, Srimati Geetanjali has received encomiums for her brilliant solo exposition of Jaipur Gharana and her own group choreographic works for which she has scored the music as well. She is known for her imaginative choreography. Geetanjali ji is a top grade artist of Doordarshan, an empaneled artist of Indian Council for Cultural Relations, ICCR, based in Delhi. She has held several important positions, including Senior Guru, Chief of Repertory, and Director of the National Institute of Kathak Kendra, New Delhi. Srimati Geetanjali has been awarded the prestigious Sangeet Natak Academy Award. She has been awarded the title of Nritya Sharada, Natya Kalashri, the Delhi Gaurav Award in 2015, Nritya Kundan Samman Award, Mumbai 2016, Bharat Gaurav Kalashiromani, Kalpana Chawla Award. I can go on, as well as the Acharya Kala Vipanchi, and many, many more for her excellence by various cultural organizations and for her contributions to the field of Kathak dance. At present, she is the director of Devi Durga Kathak Sansthan in New Delhi. It's our great blessing to have her with us today. Conversing with her today is San Diego's respected dance exponent and guru, Indian Fine Arts Board member, and dear friend, Srimati Neha Patel. Founder of NAD, a wonderful dance school in San Diego, Neha is well versed in multiple dance genres. She's trained in the Pantanallur style of Bharatanatyam by Guru Sri Pattagudi Ramaswamy and the legendary Mrinalini Sarabhai. Neha learnt Kathak in the Lucknow Gharana style from Maestro Srimati Sandhya Desai, who is actually present with us today. She also knows some very rare folk art forms from India. She was also a TV personality and toured across multiple countries for dance performances as a youngster. It's my pleasure to request Neha to begin the conversation with Srimati Geetanjali Lal. Just a couple of housekeeping announcements. Please keep your video turned off, if that's okay. It certainly improves the quality of the program. And please keep yourself muted as well. Thank you all so much for attending. I'll hand it over to Neha now. Please take it away, Neha. Neha, please unmute yourself. Yes.
Thank you, Revati, for wonderful introduction. And our humble pranams to Geetanjali ji from San Diego. It is absolute honor to have you on this virtual stage of Indian Fine Arts Academy of San Diego. Geetanjali ji, our first question is about the basics of Kathak. Please explain us balances of basic positions of a Kathak and its importance for Kathak dancers.
At the outset, I would like to thank the Indian Fine Arts Academy, San Diego, Shekharji, Revati, Banu, Neha, all the members. I'm really happy to be part of this session. And before I begin, I would like to start with Saraswati Vandana. Ya kundendu tushar har dhavala ya shubhra vastrapita ya vinamvar dand mandit kara ya shvet padmasana ya brahma achyuta shankara prabhita virdevai sada vandita samam patu saraswati bhagavati nishesh charya we do prayer in the beginning and begin the session. I begin with the title, The Nuances of Kathak. Shekharji aptly suggested this title for my session. All the viewers and the dance lovers must have observed that when Kathak dancer comes on the stage, the moment they come, they start talking on the mic. See? And start explaining. You must have observed that. So why? Because to explain the nuances of Kathak, there are so many variations to the technique and the rhythmic patterns and the innumerable patterns in different jatis and so on. So one would like to explain to make the audience, to get the rapport of the audience and to make them understand what they are going to present, the technique, the intricacy and the beauty of that particular piece. And that is the reason a Kathak dancer explains or does the parant of a particular piece. Because the first question is the basic lesson. The training goes like this in Kathak. They are taught different rhythmic patterns, the lay, the tempo, the tala, and like we make some if you make some biryani, you need the different ingredients. See, so that these ingredients are taught to the students, and we don't teach the students items. We teach them, we give them all these ingredients, and each one when they master their art, they practice well under the training of their gurus, they can, so that they are able to create their own piece, their own beautiful piece. They can put their own individuality and their own flavor to that particular item. Each item is performed differently by each dancer. Why? All my students do the same piece differently, and so that it becomes interesting for the audience. Otherwise, if you keep on doing the same things, eat the same food every day, you get tired. You wear the same sari every day, you get tired. So these pieces are taught. So how it goes like this, if you want, I will explain. I wanted to tell the general audience so that know why Kathak is like this. When they come on the stage, they talk, and then they go on with the technical pieces, and then because the rhythmic aspect is more than the abhinay. That is what I feel. Because when we go on with this tal, that jati, it goes on, and then you come to a tumri or a bhajan like that. So I'll start with some basic lessons. And the foot position. The main teen tal, the time cycle of 16 beats goes like this. As you have your adi tal, dha, din, din, da, da, din, 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 da, da, din, din, da, din, 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 da. So these 16 beats, matra, the space between each matra creates different jatis. Between one matra and two matra, there is Brahmand in one matra and two matra, and between these two matras. You can do like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it, da, take it, da, da, take it, da, take it, taka, taki, taka, taki, taka, taki, taka, taki, taka, taki, taka, taki, taki, dig it, taki, dig it, taka, taki, taka, taka, taki, taka, taki, da, taki, da, da, taki, da, da, taki, taki, taka, taka, taki, taka, taka, taki, taka, taka, so, to be able to understand the space between one matra and two matra, it is whether it is 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 7 or 9 or 8. And you create different compositions. Am I clear, Neha?
Yes.
Now, the position of feet to be able to create different sounds. Yeah, okay. Flat, 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 flat. Then you come with the 4 beat. 1, 2. These are the different practices. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then combination of flat and the side of your foot. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. As you go faster, combination of ta te te ta ta te te ta ta te ta ta te te ta te te ta te te ta te te ta te te, so on. I introduce Varsha.
Namaste.
The first lesson of the movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. In Jaipur Gharana, we have different movements to take the spins. And some typical movements I would like to show. These are the special nuances of Jaipur Gharana Kathak. Neha, I'd
Yes.
like to explain those few
Sure.
movements. And
Sure.
I'll go.
Sure.
These are the spins. Tuck, tuck, spin. Tuck, tuck, spin. Tuck, tuck, spin. And tuck, tuck, spin. Tuck, tuck, spin. Tuck, tuck, spin. Tram, thay, thay, tram. Tram, thay, thay, tram. Thay, thay, tram. Thay, 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 thay. Ding, 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 da, ding, da, ding, ding, da, 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 ding, da, da, ding, da, ding, da, ding, So these are the Jaipur Gharana speciality, Uthan. So these are the basics. Sorry.
Can we just adjust your camera, please? Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we can go to the next because this can go on and on and on, never ending.
Right, right. No, that is absolutely beautiful presentation by your student also. So our question is that what do you think the importance of the basics practicing for the Kathak dancers in their journey of a Kathak performances or Kathak dance journey?
when I used to learn and I was a student, and the time was very different. We were not taught That or Gatnikas for many years, because they said that you have to practice, master your spins, your footwork, your movements, and the basic balance of your body and so on. And the nuances comes later when you are little mature. So that was the style of training. We used to practice for hours and hours, just footwork. And the ghungroos we used to wear were not less than 200 on each feet. Nowadays, you don't wear so many, but we were made to wear 200 on each feet, so that when you go on the stage, you can wear 100 or 150 is fine, because you get used to the weight on your feet. And you won't believe those were the days when the masters used to tell the students to practice on the sand, practice the footwork on the sand. And I have heard a lot about that. I have not practiced on sand, but I've practiced so much so that my heels became so firm that if you prick a pin, it won't go inside. And once my disciple, son Abhimanyu, was practicing, his one gungru fell off, and he by chance put his foot on that, and imagine that gungru is so hard, but he just became flat with his just one foot, one just hit. So that is the magic of the practice, and you can create that magic on the stage for the audience. Why there is in Kathak dance, I've noticed that there is a spark during the performance. This surprise element is there, every time, because each time we have different tabla players to accompany for you, and that sense of challenge, the competition, and the anxiety, and the improvisation on the stage, that gets the beauty of this Kathak dance, and that is the nuance of Kathak. It's so beautiful. That magic is created each time. Is so different. Even the dancer herself or himself is not sure about the what going to create next moment.
So we absolutely, and that comes with practices only.
Yeah, of course, that's what I said is the practice.
Right. So in this Kathak repertoire, can you please explain a little bit about that, how the repertoire should be, how the Kathak performances should be presented on the stage? Because nowadays it is not exactly the way it used to be. It is totally different presentation nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Right. So what will be the traditional way to present a Kathak repertoire on the stage?
Yes, for a solo dance performance, it should begin with a vandana in praise of Lord Ganesha or Ma Saraswati or Durga, as you wish. And if it is a season for Durga Puja, you can begin with Durga Stuti. This Ganesh Chaturthi, you can dance the Ganesh Vandana or Gavit. Gang Gang Ganapati Gajamukha Vandana Geta 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 Tun Tun Tat Tat Thai Jai Jagavandan Vakratunda Dhani Data Vigna Harana Shubhakarana Dagina Dagidumakita Dumakita Toranga Toranga Dadigina Toranga Toranga Dadigina Toranga Toranga Dadigina Da.
Kya baat.
So it depends. Then Durga Durga Tinashani Dal Asura Dala 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 Malita Dala Shumba Shumba Namada Kata Pachara Dara Tatanik Rahi Bhuvana Tribhuvana Jayati Sana Sakala Nirbhay Gana Gavat Tala Dete Vedangana Takka Jingana Tanagadin Taditana Tadagina Da Din Da, like different Kavet or Vandana. Begin with that, And in Vilambit Lay, you begin your performance with That in very slow tempo. Nowadays, that slow tempo has become the Madhya Lay.
Right.
They begin with the Madhya Lay. So there is no Ati Vilambit now. But that Vilambit Lay, you show the wrist movement. I always tell my students when I teach them this, they do this. I said, no, it's not wiper for the car. It is a wrist. It is, it's very different. They move the wrist, and it's very different. So you have to practice the wrist. You show the body, the torso, the neck. The gurus used to tell Gardan ka dora.
Uh-huh.
It's not not the sharp turn, but it's very subtle. So dora means क्या बोलते हैं? Dhaga, thread. So it's just very subtle. So when you do this also, it's very subtle. So Gardan ka dora, the eyebrows, which hardly any dancer uses now. I don't know why. Because when you do abhinay, the use of the eyebrow is very important. Without this, the face is so dull. Unless you use the different expressions or So all this is required, facial muscles. And what was the question? I forgot. I go repertoire. So this is heart. So this goes with heart. The beautiful stance that you show. Te ta, te ta ta. Then you go
very stylized.
with this different now. Then comes uthan. Uthan means any dance rhythmic pattern. You begin from some. You can begin with the fourth beat or fifth beat or 7.5 or and come to the sum with the magic. 1, 2, 3, start. Ta ta te te ta a te te ta te 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 ta te 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 ta te ta ta ta. Te te ta 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 a te te ta 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 a te ta ta ting da ta ta ting da ta ting da ta tam te ta te ta te ta da da. These are the uttans. And gradually you move on to parans. Jaipur Gharana is very famous for Lamchad parans. I'll give you one example. Lamchad means long parans, never ending. So dha ne da kitte tak dege nagan na da kitte tak da kitte tak na kitte tak degin katte karatta kadegin na da din ta katte kadegin da karatta kadegin na da din ta katte kadegin da karatta kadegin na da din katte kadegin da na da kitte tak dege nagan na da kitte tak da kitte tak na kitte tak degin katte karatta kadegin na da din ta katte kadegin da karatta kadegin na da din ta katte kadegin da karatta kadegin na da din ta katte kadegin da na da kitte tak dege nagan na da kitte tak da kitte tak na kitte tak degin katte karatta kadegin na da din ta katte kadegin da karatta kadegin na da din ta katte kadegin da karatta kadegin na da din ta katte kadegin da. So presentation of different parents, different jatis, and kavit that I gave already one example, so I don't want to repeat. And comes gatnikas. Gatnikas is another special item, very special to Kathak only. In gatnikas and gatbhav, the dancer tells the story through expressions, mime, different gestures, without any accompanying song or any lyrics. So just the expressions, and you show one full story of Krishna or any episode from anecdote of Krishna or Draupadi Haran or anything, but there is no sahitya, there is no music in the background. So only the lehra is played The musical refrain is plays on sarangi or harmonium to show the tempo and the time cycle of a particular tal. So that is lehra. It is played on sarangi or harmonium, depends, or sitar, whatever is available. So this has been a practice, and I would like to show one gatnikas if you have time, because
Sure, please.
gatnikas you can show, and yeah, and after gatnikas, let me finish. After gatnikas, you do some fast footwork, spins of tukras, variations, and the footwork, and sawal jawab with the tabla. That is the highlight of the concert, because that is very exciting item at the last. I remember when I used to perform solo in those years, I'm talking of 70s, early 70s, and there was one item called tatkar in the end, and that would go for 45 minutes just footwork and sawal jawab. 45 minutes. And the audience is there happily watching. And the variations of footwork and last bhajan or thumri. So that was the repertoire of thing. And I would like to show one spin with Varsha. I'll request Varsha and Shukra, and then continue.
क्या बात है.
Okay. इसमें कितने का है? I would like to show one video by, I think, Vidhalal and Abhimanyu Lal have done one program.
Sure.
Video one, please.
Sure. Banu, please. That was beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, there's so many things to show.
Sure, right.
And I have for the South Indian audience, if you have here, and those who are learning Bharatanatyam, I have also composed some tihais, some rhythmic patterns, matching with the sounds are matching with this Carnatic Mridangam style. It is takadimmi takita, takadimmi takita, taka da. It's takadimmi, takita, takadimmi, like this sound. So you can do in tin tal da din tin na da din tin da tin tin ta tak din tin na da din tin da din tin da तुम करके दिखाना takadimmi takita takadimmi takita taka da 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 tinna din tinna din tinna da din tinna. One more. Tinna na din. Takadimmi takita takadimmi takita takadimmi takita takadimmi takita taka da da takadimmi takita takadimmi takita takadimmi takita takadimmi takita taka da takadimmi takita takadimmi takita takadimmi takita takadimmi takita taka da. Like this. To this sound and different compositions in like Bho Shambho also I have done in Kathak dance, which we did in for Krishna Gana Sabha when I took my group there, and one South Indian artist performed Bho Shambho in Bharatanatyam style, and I did a choreographic composition in Bho Shambho. So it went very well because I added some elements of Kathak in that. In between, and to make it little more authentic in Kathak dance style. So I would request Abhimanyu to show this takadimi takita, how the sound. He doesn't require gungru. I think his feet are, there's all the sounds. Just a second.
Namaste. क्या बात है.
Yeah. So all these rhythmic patterns and tukras and parans we use in a garland, sort of as and when it is required in particular composition. So these compositions are taught differently for practice to the students. They have to practice, master, and each tukra also we can do with different movements also. Like when you do like din na din din na din na din din na dan din din na dan din din na da din na din din na din na din din na dan din din na dan din din na da din na din din na din na din din na dan din din na dan din din na da. So this you can show like okay, if you permit, I'll show. Like going to fetch water. Or with the footwork, when you do is different, and when you do with 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ding na, ding ding na, ding na, ding ding na, da, ding ding na, da, ding ding na, ding ding na, ding na, ding ding na, da, ding ding na, da, ding ding na, ding na, ding ding na, ding na, ding ding na, da, ding ding na, ding ding na, da. Now the same composition. 1, 2, 3, start.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है.
Or one more style like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dinna, 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 dan, dinna, dan, dinna, da, dinna, 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 dan, dinna, dan, dinna, da, dinna, 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 dan, dinna, dan, dinna, da.
क्या बात है. छेड़छाड़.
So same composition. This pattern can be used as per your mood or the requirement of the presentation.
Presentation. Yes, Geetanjali ji. But so as we are talking, and which we see a lot right now, is that you are doing the padant, you are saying the all compositions and then dancing on it. So why padant has been done in Kathak? Can you please explain that?
This has been a practice for so hundreds of years, because this Kathak is, as you know, it derived from the word Katha, and
Right.
Katha is a story. They were the storytellers. There is a community of Kathak. Kathak is only a dance form. No, it's the name of a community.
Okay.
Yeah, they are still there in UP. You can see in some of the cities. That is their profession.
Mm-hmm.
As in India, Sunar is a community. The goldsmith, उसको बोलते हैं सुनार.
Mm-hmm.
लोहार, जो लकड़ी का काम करता है. You know, so Kathakas, the community, they are those who do Kathak. Kathak means tell the story. They sing, they dance, they improvise, they portray different characters and entertain the audiences. So that is their profession. That used to be their profession. So now we see Kathak in a different perspective, altogether different. The stage, the light design, the costume, the publicity, YouTube, Facebook, that. It is totally different when I used to learn and perform that Kathak and now this Kathak presentation. Though it's for very good, I see so much beauty, so much work has been done. So many different rhythmic patterns you get to see, different topics, different subjects. In that, I would like to say that I have done on Rabindranath Tagore's compositions. I have done Chitrangada. I have done one item with Western drums, with different drums. Even Abhimanyu, I asked him to learn Western drum properly to be able to perform. It's not just doing anything with the sticks. So he took a training for that particular item. He presented that item here in Delhi and many places after that. So I have done number of compositions in Sahitya. I have in different languages, Gujarati, Marathi, Persian, Urdu, and all the languages. So these are the and Parant, the importance of Parant. Why they do, that's what I was saying. that Kathakars used to tell the story and then dance. So that has been a practice. So whatever they do, they used to say, explain first and then dance, then perform. Tell the story, or in between, if they do some tukra or thing, they have to say, tell the audience, this is this, and then this. So this has been a practice. But now you see the time have changed, and not many are practicing that because they don't practice it well. They don't come on some, they don't know nothing. They do little bit here and there. So it's better they don't say anything on the stage.
Okay.
Geetanjali ji, I just wanted to ask one quick question that was from the audience that may be relevant. So these rhythmic sequences that you showed so beautifully, are these your own compositions, or are they traditional, or a mixture?
Yeah, my own composition is God's grace. Every day I get something from Him. It's not mine. It's God's.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Please,
I
Neha.
tell my students when I teach, you please record or write, because tomorrow I'll forget what I taught you. Because it will be something different tomorrow or very next moment. It keeps coming, and I'm very grateful to God.
Amazing. Amazing.
Mm.
Please, Neha, please.
Yeah, thank you
Sure.
for the question. Yeah,
Thank
they
you.
all must know that some of the compositions are mine and some are traditional.
Traditional.
But the training has to be there. If I was not trained properly by my gurus, I would not be able to create anything or do anything on that line. So the training of great gurus is. I'm thankful to all my gurus. Then only you can do. It's not from the day when you start creating anything, any XYZ. It's not good.
Yeah. Yeah. So true. Thank you, Ji.
Right.
No, but that-
Geetanjali ji, so while seeing all this presentation, I have a question that uh, why Kathak has been done more as a solo performance and not we don't see many group performances in the past or present also. It is more solo performance, and there is a one thing I have always marked, that after every parent or every dance piece is done or every tukda is done, there is a lot of clapping from the audience. Is there why it attracts audience so much? As other dance styles, when I see as a Bharatanatyam performer, I do not see that much in Bharatanatyam performances. So what are the reasons behind that?
There is clap in between because in every piece the climax is built.
Okay.
Each piece has its climax. Even if it is footwork or a tukra or any abhinay piece or anything, it has some spark. You don't tell the audience, please clap. Automatically they want to clap.
Right. Okay.
It becomes their need to clap. Then nobody is telling them to clap. They just clap because they feel that climax, that element of surprise is there, or something magical happens on the stage. Then only they clap, not the compulsorily that they have to clap. And for this, I would like to show one piece of video too of Abhimanyu, who is doing the jatis in and then the crescendo is built and then people clap. Yeah.
Sure.
Ascending, descending order of that jati.
Okay.
Ascending, descending, aro, avro. I call it aro in singing. In you see aro. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. You go up sa ni da pa ma ga re sa, like this. So aro and avro in tatkar.
Okay, so is that a video aro avro? Yes.
जाएंगे 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 और ये हमारे गुरु ने ये बोला कि अगर चले तो गए फ्लाइट लेके उड़ तो गए लेकिन नीचे आना भी ज़रूरी है, तो आप जाइए और जाके फिर वापस आइए, उसके बाद फिर से आप उड़िए। तो एक जातियों का थोड़ा सा आपके समक्ष
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. So with this, Geetanjali ji, if you can a little bit explain on the other side of Kathak is Abhinaya, which is expressions, and it has a very subtle element, I think, and if you can explain that little bit of that side of Kathak also, that will be great.
Yes, yeah. In Abhinaya aspect, we have Kavit, we have Gatbhav, as I said earlier, the story, telling story through expressions in mind, and we have Thumri, Kajri, Bhajan, Tarana, so on, and Ghazal, of course, I said, yeah. So in Thumri is a style of singing in Hindustani vocal system. It is of different angs. You have Purvi ang, then you have Banaras ki Thumri, and so on, in different ragas as per the mood. I'll give you one or two explains. It is, and we show different aikas through these compositions also, like for Khandita Naika, we can show the Spurn Naika. Jao balama nahi bolo, jao eji jao balama nahi bolo. Then when the night comes in the wee hours, after spending the night with maybe some other woman, and that Naika is angry. She looks at him and she sees the telltale on his face, the hair or the lipstick on his collar and so on. So she said, Jao balama, go there. Eji jao balama, nahi bolo. Eji nahi bolo, jao balama, nahi bolo. Eji nahi bolo, nahi bolo. Eji jao balama, nahi. Like this. And then कोई और रंग है. मैं तो कर आई पिया संग रंग रलिया. That maiden has spent beautiful time with her beloved. मैं तो कर आई पिया संग रंग रलिया. आली जात पान घट के घाट. मैं तो कर आई पिया संग रंग रलिया. एक डर है मोहे सास ननद को. एक डर है मोहे सास ननद को. वो सास और ननद से डरी हुई है, चुपके से जाती मिलने. एक डर है मोहे सास ननद को. तुझे दिन दिया जिठनिया सतावे. निस दिन प्रेम पिया की प्यास. में तो कर आई पिया संग रंग रलिया. मैं तो कर आई पिया संग रंग रलिया. इस तरह की
Beautiful.
composition. So many compositions. They can go on and on. We need one full session with these songs, with too many compositions. Kajri.
Agree. So it's
Gere girai, you have to stop me now. Gere girai, sawan ki badariana. Oh, gere girai, sawan ki badariana. That. पिया गए परदेश भेजे एक नया संदेश पिया गए परदेश भेजे एक नया संदेश पिया भूल गए वो पिया भूल गए हमारी सूरतियाना वो पिया भूल गए हमारी सूरतियाना वो घिर घिर आई सावन की बदरियाना. Like this, the Kajris and Jaitis and so on. And I would like to show one of my Tumris, my composition. When
Sure.
I tell you.
Sure.
Should play the
Banu.
Video 3.
Yes. Thank you.
छेड़ो ना
Beautiful Tumri, Geetanjali ji. Beautiful Tumri. Beautifully done. I
Very
think
popular
Revati.
among the dancers, this Tumri.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, it is. Yes, I think Revati has a one question.
yeah, just absolutely mesmerizing, right? I mean, just the footwork, the expressions. I know very little about Kathak, but thank you so much. Thank you for doing just awesome. So I just wanted to ask you about the sort of the influence of Kathak in Indian cinema. Just from a kind of an onlooker's point of view, it seems to be pretty immense influence. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. Uh, when I was a young girl and very small, there was no TV, there were no magazines available for us to see. But the first movie when got to see, I was hardly 5 or 6, that Nagin film, Vajantimala's performance I saw. And my God, from that day on, I have never stopped dancing. And I was so much so that I was after my parents that I want to learn dance, because at home I was learning classical music, proper training, everyday training from my father. I had a special tanpura for me and all that. But then I got an opportunity to learn from Gopi Krishna ji also. When I started learning, I was in Mumbai. I started with Roshan Kumari ji first, and then later on Gopi Krishna ji. He was just my neighbor, just opposite my house. After the success of Janak Janak Payal Baje, thanks to the great uh, director and creator V. Shantaram, who created this Janak Janak Payal Baje. And then Kathak became famous overnight. People got crazy to see the dance of Gopi Krishna ji. And I got to learn. From that day, I have seen all the actresses coming to Gopiji's house. I was very small, but I used to see Sadhana and Asha Parekh and Vajanti ji come there to Gopiji's house. At times I was there. And I have also privileged to teach one small dance, Tukra, to Sadhana also. You'll be surprised. I was very small, but Gopiji said, "See, Sadhana, see this little girl is dancing so well. You have to copy the way she's moving her body. The spins and all." I was tiny, thin, and that so on. That influence is so much so that from I myself was influenced by cinema dancing, and they were so brilliant dancers. Padmini ji, Ragini ji, never ending dance, all the beautiful dancers I've seen on the screen. And on the stage, there were not many performances I've seen, except for Sitara Devi ji and Gopi ji. In those days, I was very young and I was in Mumbai. But mostly the dances that I watched over the years was only cinema, as my experience. And now also when you see, even Maharaji Biju Maharaji has choreographed beautiful dance pieces for the movies, kaun sa tha? Padmavati and so on. Bajirao. And all the girls I see now, they are dancing. They want to learn those dances on that songs only, because they don't have to practice much with this footwork and spins, and they don't have to master. They don't have to worry about the riyaz for hours that we did. And so, and anyway, they are beautiful, because the movie dancing is good because the music is so good. For that particular 3-minute song, they have spent lakhs of rupees for that 3-minute song. Correct. And that effect of that particular music is so much so that if the dancer is little bit, not very good, then also with the costume and lighting, she can get away with the success. Because that music, the magic of music is there. But when we do solo, we have only one tabla and sarangi and one singer. And then we have to create magic with our art. the richness of, through which richness of Kathak we have to show magic, not with the other magic. So the movies have influenced so much so that today or even yesterday when I was young, the influence of cinema, dance and music is very strong on all the audiences. And it's very good. If you see good movies, good dancing, good music, then, and you don't have to, everybody doesn't get an opportunity to go to concerts. But cinema you can watch at home. And but you make sure you see good movies, you see good dancing, good artists. There's so much to see.
Yeah.
And I want to show, if the time permits, one choreography, a group choreography on Rabindranath Tagore's composition, famous Savana Gagane Ghor Ghana Ghata.
Sure, please.
Video 5.
Video 5, okay.
Because I did Krishnani Begani Baro, but that time is too much now.
Okay, I'm playing.
Yeah.
Banu, we are not able to see the screen. Banu?
1 second.
Battery is running low.
Now, does it work?
Yes.
Good? Yeah. कट जा रहा वीडियो उनको ठीक होगा उनको ऐसे सुना दे
Beautiful composition, Geetanjali ji.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Rabindranath Tagore's composition, Savana Gagane Ghora Ganagata.
Your choreography is done beautifully with the mood of the song. Beautifully done.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. There are many more, but I think the time is not running.
Right.
Sure.
We are running out of a time. I will hand it over to Revati for the further things. Yes.
Yeah,
Revati?
again, absolutely mesmerizing 90 minutes or so. I think this can go on for a long time. You're just a treasure house of, talent and humility. It's so wonderful to meet you. And thank you so much, for the time you've allocated for us. I would like to acknowledge a couple of folks, in the audience here. Srimati Hema Rajagopalan, a very renowned, Bharatanatyam guru is here. I believe Sri Babu Parameshwaran is here as well. Thank you so much, for attending. And I'd like to hand it over to our President and Secretary, Dr. Shekhar Vishwanathan, to say a few words, and we will wrap. Please.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the Board of Indian Fine Arts Academy of San Diego and all the Rasikas and patrons who have assembled here to witness this wonderful presentation, we want to thank you, Guru Geetanjali Lal, for a lovely presentation. For those who may not know, the person who actually played the tabla is none other than Abhimanyu Lal, a fantastic dancer of his own right, and of course is also wife Vida Lal also. And once again, it was a lovely presentation with so much of details with regard to how to link what are the nuances of Kathak, and more importantly, how to appreciate Kathak as well. We are totally honored by your presence and your time. And once again, our sincere thanks for your presentation. And with regard to the upcoming program, we have another lectum next weekend. We will make the announcement. As it was mentioned earlier by Revati Subramaniam, we have an agreement with the Federation of Sabhas to present their approximately about 120 plus concerts and dance programs starting on December 15th through March 31st. So you can literally watch some of those programs right here. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time to join and witness this wonderful legdom. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you.